Hello, it's Mr. Bonley. I have a counting chart on the board. We're going to go through the note values of various rhythms. You can see that the whole note gets 4 full beats. 4 beats. The half note gets 2 beats. Quarter note gets 1 beat. Eighth note gets half of a beat. And then our 16th note gets a fourth of a beat. And if you look up here, it's directly proportional. 1/16th note right here is a fourth. See, there's 4 16th notes in a beat. If you only have one of them, it's 1/4 of the beat. Down here, the dotted half note gets 3 beats. Dotted quarter note gets 1.5. Dotted eighth note gets 3/4. And a dotted 16th note, which you don't have to worry about too often, gets 3/8 of a beat. It's kind of a weird one, and it's all directly proportional to fractions in math. So, let's put some values up. Whole note gets 4 full beats, so it'll cover up beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4. It covers up all of it. So it has how many 16th notes? 16. Okay, let's go into our half note. Our half note gets 2 beats. So it covers up beat 1 and beat 2. So it covers up that much. So the half note covers up that many beats. This would be 8 16th notes. Quarter note, that'll cover up 1 beat, or 4 16th notes. So whatever rhythm would come after that quarter note starts right here on beat 2. Eighth note gets half of a beat. Okay, so here's a beat. This is all of beat 1. Half of it would just be right here, up to the E. So whatever note comes after this eighth note starts on the and. Our 16th note, most of the time you don't see it written like that. Most of the time you have a few 16th notes in a row. Like that. That's a 16th note, and that's a 16th note. This is an eighth note, because it only has 1 beam. These notes here have 2 beams. 1, 2. So these are 16th notes. They're both worth 1/16th note, or 1/4 of the beat. So it covers up that. This is on the E. This would be right on the and. So I'd actually have to write that over here a little bit clearer. Okay? Dotted half note is worth 3 full beats. Our dotted quarter note is worth 1.5 beats. So it's worth all of that beat and half of this one, so it goes up to the E, and then the next beat starts on the and. The next note would start on the and, pardon me. Okay, a dotted eighth note, and a lot of times we see a dotted eighth note like this. That means that this note here is a 16th note because it has 2 beams. This is a dotted eighth note. It covers up 3/4 of a beat. So 3/4 of this beat is, there's 4 notes in one beat, so 3 of them. It covers up 3 out of the 4. So it would cover up 1 E and then this note comes on the Now I'm not even going to get into the dotted 16th note. But these are the general things that we use to put a rhythm together. Okay, so wind ensemble. Take a look at the bottom of your rhythm worksheet 1. It says write the following rhythms in the counting chart above. So number 1, measure 1, we're going to do that one together here. So there, oops, pardon me. There it is, number 1. So it should be the following right there. Okay, we're going to put that one on the board. First note is a quarter note. We start on beat 1, right there. Quarter notes cover up 1 full beat. So it'll cover up the 1 E and up. The next note is a 16th note, so it goes on 2. Since it's a 16th note, covers up 1/4 of the beat, 1 out of the 4. So the next one goes on the E. Oh, that one's a 16th note too, so it only covers up 1. So the next one has to be on the and. And this is I'll go like that. These are the 16th notes. This is an eighth note. It covers up half of a beat. Half of a beat or 2 16th notes. So it covers up both of those. So the next thing that we write is going to be on beat 3. And it's an eighth note. So an eighth note covers up half of a beat. It covers up 2 16th notes, the 3E. So the next one is on the and. Don't forget to write the tie-in. And then this eighth note covers up 2 16th notes, half of the beat. And then the next note has to be on beat 4, and it's a quarter. That is how you do the first measure of number 1. You will do measure 2 on your own, following those principles. Let's do the first measure of number 2. We start with an eighth note. Covers up half of the beat, the 1E. So the next note has to be on the and it's a quarter note, so we just put that there. This is a weird one. The quarter note covers up 1 full beat. Well, 1 beat has how many 16th notes? 4 of them, 4 16th notes. So it covers up the and, that's 1, the which is the second 16th note, the 2, which is the third 16th note, the E, which is the fourth 16th note. So it covers up all of that. The next note comes on the and that next note is an eighth note. That's how that looks. Okay, eighth note covers up half of a beat, or 2 16th notes, so the next one comes on beat 3. It's quarter note, covers up the entire beat. So it covers up the 3E and 4 16th notes is what that quarter note will cover. So on beat 4 is where the next thing happens, and it's a rest. So jot, I do a dot, go up, and it's like a kind of a fancy looking 7. That's your eighth rest. The eighth rest is just like an eighth note. It covers up half. So it covers up 2 16th notes, or half of the beat. So the next note comes right on this and it's an eighth note. And that is how you do the first measure of number 2. Continue to work and finish up the rest of those rhythms in the counting chart above.
Hi, Wind Ensemble. This is Mr. Bodley. Look at your listening. On the back of Rhythm Worksheet 1, I will clap number 1, A, B, and C, and number 2, A, B, and C. You will hear a metronome keeping the beat. It will sound like this. Here we go. 1A. 1, 2, ready, go. Number 1B. 1, 2, ready, go. Number 1C. Ready, go. Number 2A. Ready and go. Number 2B. Ready, go. 2C. Ready, go. Okay, number 1. You will hear it 3 times. 1, 2, ready, go. One, 2, ready, go. One, 2, ready, go.